elder. Riley Fox will have a 4-inch height advantage and 2 inches on the reach.
All right, let's send it up to Jason Nevins to get us started.
This featherweight bout is brought to you by Nick's Apparel. Gear up for victory with our custom sports uniforms tailored for champions on and off the field. Fighting out of the blue corner, Riley Fox. Fighting out of the red corner, Donte Boose. Here we go.
No touch of gloves for Donte Boose.
Subtle feints for both these gentlemen. Riley Fox does put that jab out and touches the nose of Donte Boose.
Nice leg kick so far. You can tell that looks like it's going to be a heavy part of his game. Riley Fox doing a lot of leg kicks already.
Yeah, it's landed 3 calf kicks, and it only takes a couple for that calf to be damaged. It's not like the traditional low kick where it aims at the thigh. And with the way Donte leans back with all his weight being on that back leg, that calf kick is open. Big right hand. Riley in on a takedown.
Yeah, I wasn't sure exactly what quite landed there, but...
Yeah, it looked like more of a slip, but the right hook did land kind of on the side of Riley Green's head, or Riley Fox's head, excuse me.
Good control here by Donte Boose, trying to settle in a good top position. Trying to work around to the back. Riley Fox keeping that underhook, not allowing him to do so.
Donte trying to find himself to the back here with this Darce grip. He's almost there, but Riley keeps fishing for the leg. Heavy pressure now with the hip grip. Short shots landing for Donte Boose as Riley finds his way back up to his feet.
Yeah, he was able to make it back up, but definitely had to eat some strikes there to do so, and Donte Boose drags him back down to the ground.
And that was just him leaning him down, keeping the double under and just leaning him down. Call that a DC2. Not to give up trade secrets or anything, but Donte fishing for the neck.
Riley Fox turns in, trying to scramble back to his feet, but just relentless pressure here by Donte Boose. Riley Fox in on a single leg.
Now in on his own takedown. Good head of position for Riley Fox as well. Good reversal there for Donte Boose with the Uchimata. Off the single leg, just put the foot back down on the mat and then use his hip to force the takedown. And you can get big shots from this type of posture and ground and pound. These are the type of shots that can put you out. When you have posture like this.
Yeah, he's really crowded the hips, making it hard for Riley Fox to really get any distance, but there's just 10 seconds left in the round.
Educated ground and pound there by Donte Boose. If you're Riley Fox,
let's go!
You can't allow, if someone's on top of you, you can't allow big posture. That's where the knockouts come. That's just physics, right? I can get more power off the more space I have.
Yeah, we saw a lot of that good control like we were talking about there. Donte Boose really able to settle in and try to control those positions there on the ground.
Yeah, great first round for Donte Boose there. Here in the replay brought to you by Major Pack. We see that right hand almost like on kind of the back of the head. I don't know if it was more of a slip than the actual hook dropping him. And then we saw Donte Boose engage in the grappling. Beautiful lean downs, beautiful Uchimata to eventually get Riley Fox on his back. And this is the big ground and pound shots.
Yeah, just like we were talking about, controlling the posture of Donte Boose here, making it really difficult for Riley Fox to use his hips at all to try to create any space and just eating those big strikes.
Yeah, credit to Donte because he didn't give him a chance to try to break his posture. He came into the guard from a standing position with his hips in, ready to land shots. And here we see Donte's little gamesmanship. Pointed to him, cut his neck, said, "Hey, this is the round. I get you."
They're both jawing back and forth.
these are the explosions we see out of Donte Boose, but that was a forced explosion there. He got caught right on the chin, buckled him for a second. Great on him to switch the game plan and say, hey, I'm actually going to shoot right now.
Right here, he could be looking for a Von Flue choke. You can hear coaches Zach Cummings and Jason High calling for good shoulder pressure here. That arm locked in all around the neck. This is a bad spot for Riley Fox if Donte Boose can drop on his shoulder.
Yeah, Riley Fox needs to find a way to let go of that left arm that's over the neck of Donte Boose. There is a submission here Donte can go for. I'm not sure if he's aware of it. You hear his coaches imploring him to keep applying that shoulder pressure because this is a choke. This is a submission he can get. Riley Fox does get that arm free. Avoids getting Von Flue.
Short hammer fist strikes. And what composure there by Donte Boose to eat that right hand, secure the takedown, and get to a dominant position. But Riley Fox looking back for that guillotine now. Yeah,
great job by Riley Fox to get his guard back too. Push the knee out, was able to get back to full guard. Now here in this kind of butterfly position, has one foot, has a butterfly hook.
He's got the 100% lock on the shoulder too, looking to try to drag his opponent over to the other side.
Donte was looking to pass over. But beautiful adjustment made by Riley Fox to get that around the body of Donte Boose, that right leg.
Good control of the foot here by Donte Boose, trying to work around that butterfly hook.
Good on him to start pushing that knee down and step around. This will shut down the, now finds himself kind of in a half guard position versus that butterfly.
You know, really an active guard here from Riley Fox, though.
Yeah, and that left arm over the neck of Donte Boose is going to stop this from happening, but he lets go of it. Now Donte's able to go to work.
Here we are, just like you're talking about that hip pressure. Riley Fox looking to dive in on a knee bar. And that's the problem with leg locks, though. I mean, sometimes you can need some big strikes, but Riley uses it to get on top and land some ground and pound of his own.
Beautiful reversal there by Riley Fox. He uses the leg lock attempt to sweep and end up on top, now landing his own ground and pound. And this is where we've seen Donte Boose struggle in the past. As the fight wears on, as the breaths start to get a little deeper, is that same explosion still there?
Just 10 seconds left in the round here. We'll get to see round number 3. How do you have this one scored so far, Jeff? This has been a tough fight back and forth.
I'm no judge, but I think 1-1 going into the third with the big damage shot of this round coming early on in the first 10-20 seconds. And then Riley ending the round the way he did, on top, landing some decent shots. Here in the replay. Sorry, Matt. Brought to you by Major Pack. We see that big exchange where we saw that right hook land. And then that explosive takedown. Riley thought about fishing for the neck, immediately let go, but then wrapped it up again, almost got Von Flue, and then Donte was able to land some good ground and pound, but was quickly reversed by this leg lock attempt, ended up on his back.
Yeah, was trying to dive in on that knee bar, and then, you know, great wherewithal there to scramble up on top and use that submission or attempt to at least get up on top and secure a good top position to finish out the round.
Yeah, and mistake there made by Donte Boose. I'd rather the fight get back to neutral than end up swept. And he had the opportunity to say, hey, my butt's about to hit the mat. Let me just kind of kick off and at least get back up to the feet, right? It's better than getting completely 180 to just to get 90'd, I guess, you know? Let's get back up to the feet. I lost position, that sucks, but I'll get him next time versus having someone now 180 you. And it could come down to this round.
Slip there by Riley Fox. Back to his feet, though.
Big left hook.
Yeah, Donte Boose is throwing heat. Looking for the takedown here, though. Beautiful takedown there by Donte Boose.
And immediately passes into half guard. And that will shut down a lot of the submission threats of Riley Fox if he's able to maintain this top half guard. Donte Boose fishing for that wrist wrapping.
Big right hands there. Riley's not stopped moving, though. He's still trying to work back to his feet. Fighting the hands, trying to break that grip of Donte Boose.
Yeah, doing the right things to get back up, but eating a couple shots on his way up.
Just like you said before earlier, he's leaning on Riley Fox here. It can be exhausting in the fight. Oh, big right hand by Donte Boose. He is headhunting with that big power strikes and then takes it right to the takedown. And we're in that similar spot of round number 1.
Yeah, Donte needs to start wrapping up that head of his with that left arm to shut down any guillotine. There we find him climbing up that left arm. Riley Fox smartly lets go of that head, but now finds himself in bottom mount. Beautiful knee slice there by Donte Boose.
Donte doing a really good job here, trapping up the arms just as well, you know, and settling in that good position, just looking to find his opportunities to strike and not just going wild. Nice and composed here on top.
Donte finds himself in these good positions, but he's having a hard time sticking them there. When you get to these good positions, before you start trying to advance, it's good to flatten, like solidify the position before you start to try to land these big shots. He was in mount temporarily and then just couldn't keep it. And again, credit to Riley Fox because he's moving, he's pushing the knee down, he's shrimping out and regarding.
He's constantly trying to threat, but he's you know, there you see it again. He's trying to threaten on that neck and trying to use it to at least create a scramble or get it on top, but no luck so far this round. Corner of Donte Boose calling for big strikes here. Just 30 seconds left in the fight.
And I will say Donte Boose does a great job getting postured. This is something we don't even see at the highest level. I'm talking in the UFC. Some people are rabbit punching from the guard when in reality, if you want to hurt somebody, you need posture. You need a... Conor McGregor was, I think, underrated in that sense. Anytime he was in someone's guard, he would get to a standard position and land big shots. And Donte's done a great job of that too, Brian.
Yeah, and we're seeing that experienced corner of Jason High and Zach Cummings coming into play here. Listening to his corner really well, throwing the strikes when they ask for it, giving the shoulder pressure when he asks for it, and like you said, using that great hip pressure and control to avoid any of the submission attack of Riley Fox there on bottom.
Yeah, hard-fought fight for both these gentlemen. I do think Donte Boose did enough there with that last round, having top control, landing decent shots.
Yeah, credit to Riley Fox, though. You know, a great fight back and forth there on the feet. And he never stopped trying there on bottom. He was constantly throwing up submission threats, but just Donte Boose too controlled tonight. I mean, I guess we'll see what the judges say, but...
Yeah, here in the replay brought to you by Major FAC. And I agree, I do think Donte Boose would have won tonight. I would have it 2-1. The takedowns were kind of the story of the fight. Donte was able to get in deep on the hips pretty much every time. Even on the single legs, when there weren't these explosive shots, Riley would wrap up the head and almost give up the takedown. I would like to see Riley start defending the takedowns at the hip instead of looking for submissions. I think he's going to learn a lot from this fight, but hard-fought fight for both these gentlemen.
Definitely, both these guys only going to get better, only going to keep improving, and I'm sure we're going to keep seeing them in the future. But let's send it up to Jason Nevins to give us the official decision.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, let's give it up for these two fighters going the distance tonight. Our first bout to go the distance. Judge Geary scores about 29-28. Judge DeVilbiss scores about 30-27. And Judge Miller scores about 29-28. Your winner by unanimous decision, out of the red corner, Donte Boose!
There we go. As we expected, that second round was close. You know, could have gone either way, and that, you know, they gave it in the way of Donte Boose for the fight here, and just a beautiful performance. Like you talked about, we wanted to see more control out of Donte Boose, and we saw that here tonight. Yeah,
measured himself, paced himself a lot better. And I want to share a little story. I'm sure Donte won't mind now that he's the victor and won tonight, but prior to the fights even starting tonight, he was freaking out a little bit, was very nervous, and he said, hey, I just need someone to talk to, and called me over, and he said, hey, I'm more nervous than I've ever been. I don't know, like, I've never felt this. And that is normal. That is so normal. I've had to talk so many fighters off the ledge.